Salt Lake is, in the past, had a lot of competitions here, and they're very well prepared to do this competition. I think they're exceeding people's expectations as far as how well it's been run. You know, they just had the Junior National Championships here in December of 2010, and I think that's really helped. You know, they've got a grasp on it, and everyone's having a good time.
I think the adult component of ice skating is probably the most rabid faction in terms of popularity for ice skating. These are people that are huge fans of ice skating, and they have started to participate. Back in the late 80s, early 90s, they had petitioned to be a part of the USFS figure skating field of competitions, and they won that petition, and like 600 people showed up to the first year. There's a lot of interest for adults because they have gone from being passive fans to actually being involved in the sport, and they're challenging themselves both physically and mentally. This is an eye-opener for anybody who's an adult skater out there to come to a competition like this. There are some adults who have learned as adults, achieving amazing things out here, and I'm actually really proud of every one of them.
I think it's a great competition. This is my second year attending with students, and my student, she says she quit when she was younger because she felt like she had limitations and she plateaued, and she said what she skated today, it felt great, and I think it's great for people who skated as children and they stopped, they maybe went to college or they got older, maybe just went to high school and decided, you know, it wasn't for them, they didn't want to train anymore, they just didn't have the time because they wanted to get into school activities. And as they got older, they have this competition now, and I think it's great because they can, it's not really a comeback, it's like a start over, you know. They're not coming back from anything, they get a whole fresh start, and they get to start just like the younger kids do with the levels and everything, and I just think it's great because it shows you that there are no limitations to what you can do as an adult. You put your mind to something and hard work pays off, and you can really do whatever you put your mind to.
It's the weekend warrior version of, you know, some of the bike races I do. It's kind of, you know, everyone's out there trying to be Lance Armstrong in cycling. And it doesn't matter if you are, it matters that you're out there, you know, giving it your all. And that's kind of the same thing here in skating. So these guys are all kind of weekend warriors, and it's still competitive on a personal level. You know, and it's always fun to, you know, also just challenge yourself competing against other people and being, you know, in an event that has an atmosphere that you had when you were young. You know, most of the, you know, people in my event, they competed at least when they were young as well. You know, so they've experienced a little bit of what it was like then, and you know, they're reliving that a little bit.
The skaters at Adult Nationals, we see each other once a year. Some people we see all the time, but most of these skaters I only see once a year. We all know what's going on with each other. We all care about what's going on with each other.
I'm Shannon Keeler. I live in Houston, Texas. I'm 49 years old, and I've been skating about 30 years. 6 years ago, I was diagnosed with stage 2 breast cancer and had a double mastectomy and chemotherapy and radiation. So it was pretty extensive. But the great thing is that I had my skating background and I skated through the entire process. And I really think that the skating helped get me through it, and it kept me feeling healthy and strong. And I would have a chemo treatment and take about a week to recover, and then I would go skate for 2 weeks and then have another chemotherapy treatment. The skating was kind of my way of dealing with the whole process. And then, of course, my lovely family. I have a husband and 3 children, and They were very positive, and they knew that everything was going to be fine. And I'm happy that I get to skate every day. I'm fortunate to be able to come to nationals every year. It gives me something to look forward to and to keep my body healthy.